So I just wanted to say, if you do travel to the real world where things are magically real in aspects in terms of tattoos, powers, and abilities are really real, and in working of powers and abilities, it becomes completely true and real. So, during my vacation to Asia, back to where I did reside, I went to an island. Spiritually, I felt open to the universe and the moon, psychic abilities, and intuition, and glows of the unknown. And I decided that I was going to get a lotus tattoo on my side that I felt more predominant in my way of life and living. So, as a left hand, and more so leaning towards my left of my body, that is where I had decided to get my tattoo. Towards the pelvic, which is the supposed near the sexual organs of my body. So when we're looking at Buddhism, as I do practice Buddhism and I was raised Buddhist, the lotus flower is given to one of the top gods and the purest and most considerably divine. And when I came to 4D, which is the real world, and the powers and magics of objects and items becomes very, very real in activations of powers and magical of the real magic world. Symbolically, like terms of where Adam and Eve resided, where apple trees spoke and everyone spoke and everyone was real and came to life and existence. So with this tattoo, I came to realize approximately my arrival to the supposed real world. And not the real world only, yeah. Like, it's like the real magic world. It's almost symbolically like I had reached a path where these three paths were in the same area. So supposedly the dark side, the unknown, the mysteries, and the alienic, the know before and or protections, and also the magic world, the hypnotic blue, and much more. So when I arrived, there has been no real sexual feelings at all, and it was possibly many years. And the feelings of, not, I wouldn't say boredom, but the feelings of supposedly cleansed and pure was very, very strong in terms of I saw myself as a blue tone of color. But when we're talking about like sexual relations and things like that, did it happen? I mean, even if I felt like any normal human person and or living being would, it obviously meant that there has not been. And the reason why there has not been any type of even close to feeling with someone else is perhaps no true real divinity. Because when you give a lotus flower to like a statue or a god, is to wish in prosperity and a great future, and also to worship, and also pure and prosper. So to have a pure and prosper future, it obviously means that you would need your divine partner and everything pretty much solved and correct. So this is why ever since coming to the entry and our accesses to the supposed area, it seems that the struggle and the fights and the attacks and everything were real and is real, but when we're talking about the beliefs and the trustworthiness in others and the surroundings, was it helpful or was it real? No. But we're talking about, like, was I true to self? Was it real in terms of, did I have real sexual relations, or did I flirt or want to be with someone? The answer is no, yeah. Because obviously there's been people that show up. There's been supposedly people that try to show up, but there's been no interaction. And it's due to because, like, someone, yeah, wanted to play with people symbolically as spiritual lost dead people. So it was like, this and that person just shows up, we're like lingering bodies, lingering this, that, just to have real sexual relations with someone, yeah, by control and or like lost guidance and or something in that sort of aspect and terms. But these are incidents that had occurred to me when I was young, approximately 10 to 13, when I felt symbolically that way. I just showed up to this and that person and had those type of enactments of to kiss, to help rise other individuals that were immortally unwell. So with that been going on for a while, I came to realize that there is obviously not just me that can do that, yeah. It obviously takes like a whole community, a whole group of people to help heal people that are struggling through their last life. So I too have issues, yeah. It's not like I passed and went to happy ever after with my divine partner and went on like a spiritual journey to revive or save many living beings from harm's way. So this is obviously that it's new in terms of I can only go so long to help this and that person, and the battery's gonna run out and the life's gonna run out. So I mean, I'm not someone's slave, yeah, in terms of to rise and rose people from the dead, yeah, in ways of the obvious, love brings life and so much more. So I don't know like what is expected out of me, but I mean, eventually I'm gonna need what I need, yeah, like any person. So with the long mental abuse and many people asking and seeking for things that they shouldn't, in terms of they want my divine partner, they want my home, they want my money, they want my job, they want my friends, they want everything that's mine, yeah, because they want my good karma, they want this, that, yeah. But the obvious sign is that when would people want something of their own, yeah? And the reason why some people want something of someone else's, it's been boggling, yeah. So if you happen to like know your purpose or know the reason why you really got this and that tattoo, or why spiritually you found your way to get this and that tattoo and came to 4D, then maybe, yeah, that you got it because you were blessed by it and someone chose those for you, yeah. So if we're going to talk about like elements, like love element, to make love real, yeah, and to be certain that love's real and life lives, yeah, it's obvious, yeah, that when love comes to real D, love's not going to have real sexual relations with any person. But when we're talking about like, will love survive, as in terms of like the divine doesn't call, the divine doesn't text, the divine doesn't message, the news is the divine is doing something, yeah. So that indicates and shows, yeah, that like other living beings don't really care for life or love, yeah. They care for something else that obviously seems and shows that they shouldn't, yeah. They don't care for respect, they don't care for commitment, they don't care for loyalties, they don't care about anything, yeah. And who are these, yeah? So they're gonna claim like a guy that can afford you with a Buddha tattoo, yeah, because Buddhas are like completely pure, and they too cannot have sex with anyone that's not their divine partner. So when it comes to 4D, it activates, and the person wearing those, yeah, are not gonna have real sexual relations with someone else that's not their divine partner. So it's a bit strange, yeah, that they bring a bunch of gods and kings and queens to these type of areas and claim something that's really unreal, yeah. And gang up to accuse and falsify on documents and reprimand in the ways that they shouldn't, yeah. So it seems, yeah, that someone tattooed like something really bad and got blessed, yeah. For example, like kill the universe or something, yeah. When, where, and how would that be an okay? But seemingly, with where we are and what we're doing and what's going on, yeah, around the globe, it seems like there is, yeah. And who in the right mind or proper mental organization and thought processes would ever believe in a bunch of lies about others? And just how did they get the legal rights to pass to this very dimension, world, and our place?